Thank you for these. You know, in the Christmas season, I like to think of myself as a less charming reverse DJ Khaled. For example, you're a dumbass. You snitch a lot. Your dandruff is noticeable. Bah humbug. Let's begin. Here's a question. Are you smarter than a 5th grader? No? Don't worry. I mean, sure, you breathe through your mouth, but there's good news. Star Wars is out. Relax, I'm just teasing. I love Star Wars too. I'm just having a go of it. But I'm also able to admit it's not very good cinema. I'm just attached to childhood nostalgia. And it's okay if you don't like Star Wars, but I can't stand people who are like militantly anti-Star Wars. People who are aggressive in how much they don't like Star Wars are like vegans. They can't wait to tell you about it. OMG, I have such better taste than people who like Star Wars movies. Wow, face, you're a regular Roger Ebert, aren't you? You think not liking Star Wars is a proxy for you having good taste in movies? Up next, the NFL. Yes, the ratings continue to be high and business is good, but have the games not sucked ass this year? It's been unbelievable. The AFC South is terrible. Oh my God, the NFC North, a bunch of losers. The NFL's got to understand the consumers have options. Why would I go to Arizona and watch the Cardinals play in Phoenix when I can get on my phone and watch Phoenix Marie? Look, Odell Beckham Jr. can make a miraculous catch, I admit, but I've seen Phoenix Marie being on the receiving end of 4 flying balls at the same time, and she didn't even use her hands. Boy, that concern over the malfeasance of daily fantasy sure was long-lasting, wasn't it? Oh, wait, no, it's not. That vanished from the headlines. That was the quickest trend I have ever seen in terms of scandals. It's like the Von Dutch hat of sports controversies. Did y'all hear about Chipotle? They're having a systemic norovirus outbreak. Everyone's getting sick. To which I say, good. Chipotle is nothing but Taco Bell for yuppies. I mean, take a look at this. Enjoy some of those Ebola carnitas. You know, I love Chipotle's pricing. Guacamole, $1 extra. Swine flu, that's free. Did y'all hear about that Red Facts Twitter account that's apparently run by a bunch of fans, except it's not. It's actually probably run by the team. And of course, hilariously, they got found out this past week. You know what? I've got a fact for you. You even suck at fraud. I like how this organization thinks if you put fact after and it somehow validates it. Which is why I love this new site, Honky Facts, written by fans of Native Americans. Did you know the word honky is derived from the Latin term honky-titus, which means lover of nenes? I didn't know it either, but I read it on honkyfacts.com. You know, it's easy to bash the organization, but if we're being honest, what they allegedly did with the Facts Twitter account is actually one of the more clever and frankly appropriate uses of Twitter, because here is the truth as I see it. I f***ing hate Twitter. There's no such thing as a robust and productive debate at 140 characters. It doesn't exist. Sure, you can grandstand, but a productive conversation? Bitch, please. The cherished pastime of Twitter is ridiculing everyone else's autocorrect mistakes. Oh, and everyone's an expert. Everyone's magically omnicompetent. Despite what you know about real life, that basically people know jack shit about anything, all of a sudden everyone on Twitter is a participant in Aristotle's salon. It's catfishing at an industrial scale. Look, I didn't understand esoteric telecom policy until @RaginBoners69 explained it to me with, admittedly, harsh and rather personal insults. Thanks, @RaginBoners69. Twitter turns every conversation into arguments. Arguments into fights. Fights into the norm. Twitter's logo shouldn't be a sweet little songbird. It should be a bird of prey. Now look, I'll admit, during sports games, Twitter is good for an instant replay or breaking news, or generally, just as a news aggregation service. But I don't strike up conversations with random fans at the sports games I go to. Why the f*** would I do that anywhere else? Look, there are obviously some cool people on Twitter. People who've reached out to me, people I've reached out to. I've heard some interesting stories and met some interesting folk, but let's be honest, this is not the norm. Besides empowering the dregs of society, Twitter's major functional error is that it tries to turn every single moment into a conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to tell you, life does not work that way. I've tweeted over 70,000 times. I'm the biggest loser and idiot clown you know. I admit it. But that's precisely the problem. I don't want to do that. But if every moment is a chance to share, if every moment is a chance to converse and they can suck you in, that's exactly what Twitter wants to do. In the course of your day, you think about all kinds of stuff no one needs to know about. Fig Newton bars, another man's ass, how you hate that commercial with that guy that does that thing. Folks, you can keep those thoughts. We don't need to hear them. None of that is interesting. Oh, did the Starbucks barista misspell Josie's name? I don't give a about Jose's coffee or you. Unless Rise and Grind is the strip club you go to every Monday morning, I don't care about your phony carpe diem bullshit. Twitter shouldn't limit you to 140 characters. They should limit you to a lifetime of 140 tweets. Day in and day out, our lives are not that interesting, but folks, here's the good news. They don't actually need to be all the time interesting to be ultimately fulfilling. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go fill the void of despair in my life by arguing with @RaginBoner69 about the merits of net neutrality, which I'm sure I'll do 140 angry ass characters at a time.